panic attack, or heart problem. Don't miss these life-saving clues. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm Zachy, and today we're going deep into a topic that's way more common than you might think, but also super terrifying when it happens. Imagine this. You're just going about your day, chilling at home, maybe watching TV or scrolling on your phone, when suddenly your chest tightens, your heart starts racing, and it feels like the walls are closing in. Naturally, your brain screams, something is really wrong. Maybe you even wonder, am I having a heart attack? Or is it just anxiety? That's the question, right? Today, we're unpacking the difference between a panic attack and a real heart condition, and why knowing the signs could literally change your life. Let's kick things off with a scenario that a lot of people, maybe even you, have experienced. You're sitting down, relaxed, not doing anything strenuous. Suddenly, your heart pounds out of nowhere. You feel dizzy, short of breath, maybe even sweaty. Your chest hurts, and there's this wave of absolute dread that crashes over you. It hits fast and hard. You might clutch your chest and think, this is it, I'm dying. That kind of moment is absolutely terrifying. And whether it was your first time or it happened before, the fear is always real. What you likely experienced was a panic attack, one of the key symptoms of something called panic disorder. Panic disorder is a mental health condition where your body's emergency alarm system goes off without any actual danger. It's like your brain trips the fire alarm when there's no smoke. And while the cause might not be visible, the physical symptoms are very real. And that's part of what makes panic attacks so confusing and scary. They feel like a full-blown medical emergency. Now here's the tricky part. The symptoms of a panic attack? They look a lot like the symptoms of a heart attack. We're talking about racing heart, tight chest, trouble breathing, dizziness, nausea, even numbness or tingling. And your body doesn't care whether it's anxiety or a blocked artery. It just reacts. That's why so many people end up at the emergency room thinking they're having a heart attack, only to be told, everything looks normal. It's a strange relief and also frustrating, right? Now, let's flip the script for a second and talk about actual heart problems, like angina, arrhythmias, or a heart attack. These conditions also cause things like chest pain and shortness of breath. But there are some subtle differences in how and when those symptoms show up. One of the biggest giveaways? Heart-related symptoms often happen during physical activity, like climbing stairs, exercising, or even walking. If your chest starts hurting when you're active, that's a big red flag. Panic attacks, on the other hand, are notorious for hitting when you're doing nothing. You could be lying in bed or sitting in a car, no physical exertion at all, and bam, your body acts like it's running from a lion. Another difference? Heart symptoms tend to worsen over time if they're untreated, while panic attacks often peak quickly and then fade out. Let's really break it down in simple terms. With a panic attack, chest pain tends to be sharp or stabbing and is often focused in the center or sides of the chest. With a heart condition, the pain feels more like pressure, heavy, crushing, or squeezing. That pain can radiate into your left arm, your jaw, even your upper back. It's often described as a weight sitting on your chest, not a jab. Also, let's talk about how you breathe. During a panic attack, you might start hyperventilating, fast, shallow breaths. You feel like you can't catch your breath even though oxygen levels are fine. With heart issues, you might feel like breathing is harder even without the panic or fear. And often, it doesn't improve just by calming down or breathing deeper. And here's something that's easy to miss. Panic attacks usually include a strong mental or emotional component, like the fear that you're dying, losing control, or going crazy. It's this intense sense of doom that washes over you like a tidal wave. With cardiac symptoms, you're more likely to feel physical distress than overwhelming fear. Though, of course, fear can still come after the pain sets in. But let me be super clear. If you're ever in doubt, always err on the side of caution. Chest pain? Heart racing? Trouble breathing? Go get checked. Panic attacks aren't deadly, but a heart attack can be. Don't try to self-diagnose on Google or hope it'll go away. Emergency rooms would much rather tell you it's a panic attack than see you ignore a serious heart condition. A lot of people first discover they have panic disorder after multiple trips to the ER. And it's kind of a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's a relief to know your heart is okay. But on the other, you're left wondering, Why does my body feel like it's betraying me? That's a totally normal response. But trust me, you're not broken. Your brain is just doing its job a little too well. So what triggers panic attacks? For some people, it's chronic stress. For others, it could be trauma, sleep deprivation, caffeine, or even intense emotions. And here's the kicker. After you've had one panic attack, your brain starts watching your body like a hawk. Feel a skipped heartbeat? Instant fear. Tiny chest twinge? Panic mode activated. It creates this loop of anxiety about anxiety. But don't worry, you're not stuck. There are ways to manage and even stop panic attacks from controlling your life. One of the best tools? Grounding techniques. Try the 5-4-3-2-1 method to bring your mind back to present. 5 things you can see, 4 you can feel, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. It might sound silly, but it really helps anchor you. Breathing exercises can also be game changers. Try box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. Repeat. It slows your heart and calms your nervous system. Also, if you're someone who loves energy drinks or coffee, maybe ease off a little. Caffeine is like gasoline for anxiety. Trust me, your nervous system will thank you. And if panic attacks are happening regularly, please consider seeing a therapist. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is one of the most effective treatments out there for panic disorder. It helps you challenge the thoughts that fuel your anxiety and retrain your brain to respond differently. Medication can also help, whether it's an SSRI, beta blocker, or something else. Everyone's different, and there's no shame in finding what works for you. Now, don't forget, if you have any kind of physical symptoms, chest pain, shortness of breath, dizziness, get a medical checkup. Don't assume it's just anxiety. Get your heart checked, blood work, an EKG, a stress test, whatever your doctor recommends. The peace of mind alone is worth it. And even if everything checks out, knowing you're physically okay can actually help reduce panic in the future. Your health isn't just physical or just mental. It's both. Panic attacks feel like your body is turning on you, but they're actually your body trying to protect you. The alarm system is just going off when it doesn't need to. With the right support, education, and tools, you can take control again. So if this video gave you some clarity or even just made you feel like you're not alone, go ahead and get a big thumbs up. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel right here at Zakaprat.